And that is what we are doing, sitting here in the draft and ban screen, which is provided, by the way, by VaingloryLeagueDB.com if you want to check it out. Wonderful website, actually, for other informations about heroes, abilities, and items as well. So, taking a look at the picks and bans in the match before, we saw that Alliance focused the Scarf ban, and then with the first pick went into that Rona. And knowing for a fact that Radix is a super strong Rona and Scarf player, this feels somehow very directed, since we talked about that yesterday a lot already, that you can ban quite a lot actually at the moment, so it makes the most sense to ban, like target ban against someone very strong on the enemy team.
So as said, I would say if Alliance is not banning Rona here as a second ban, Gamers2 will definitely pick it, but most likely they have to ban Rona somehow. So let's see what are the bans here from the next match. There we go.
Before that, don't jump the gun. We are going to pay out the bets. Yeah. So we had actually the crowd's favorites.
Yeah.
Winning the first matchup. We will see. I mean, it was looking strong. It looked like for a second that they maybe can push it back. Gamers2, but unfortunately they could not. So we had 575 sitting on the right side on Alliance and 353 glory points on the wrong side. Betting pool for the next match will be opened as soon we do have the full draft.
Okay, so let's see here the first ban coming in from Gamers2, and it is Vox, and there we see the Alliance ban, which is obviously Rona. No chance that they give Gamers2 Rona here. And yeah, Vox and Rona are banned, not being picked here. That leaves open Scarf, that leaves open Celeste, or a good Jewel. We will see what Gamers2 is picking first, since they have here the option for the first pick.
So informations, we do have the top shark, King Sony. He was, did he really bet 300? He bet 300 glory and got 484 out of it. On the other side, we have Jonas Senft. He was betting 100 glory points, and yeah, unfortunately, he lost all of those.
Yep, that's how it goes here. So, of course, a bit of gambling, always very fun and cool, is the first pick for Gamers2. Alliance is answering that one with Celeste and Catherine. In the meantime, we are opening again the betting pool. Same again here, the numbers stay. Who is winning this match of the semi-finals? Again, number 1 is Alliance. Again, number 2 is Gamers2. The numbers stay the same. And there is the pick from Alliance. Celeste and Catherine here are the picks. No Celeste for Radix, which opens a Scarf somehow for Gamers2.
For sure. I mean, they need to pick that Scarf now. We know that Radix is a super strong Scarf player. And keeping that open, I actually thought that after not picking Scarf in first for Gamers2, they will totally lose it. But somehow they went for that Celeste, also very strong mage, most likely lane, together with Kath. That's already 2 stunts, and let's check. I guess we do have the bans, and there it is. It's not the bans, the picks. It's Arden, and as we both thought, a Scarf. Nice.
Yeah, that is pretty obvious. Hopefully this is working out for Gamers2. It looks like a good comp so far, and Alliance here taking the advantage of the last pick, which is Jewel. So we have a roster for Gamers2. This is cool. Arden and Scarf versus Celeste, Catherine, and Jewel. This is a triple stun comp on the side from Alliance, but we will see if Gamers2 can come back.
Fold has begun.
Welcome to the fold once again here, and with me together still Tasty Bacon. We will lead you through the match, doing the commentary on such a good semi-final for now. looking and being very excited about Gamers2. Can they come back here in that match, force Alliance into a third match, whereas there will be no bans, no draft, just a blind pick for everyone, which is super interesting. And that happened more and more in the quarterfinals yesterday. So what do you think, Tasty Bacon? Third match coming up, Gamers2 comeback, or do you think Alliance might close it up here?
I think I actually really like the team composition from both sides here. Gamers2 deciding to answer the late game composition that Alliance had just run with an extremely late game composition of their own. The Scarf and the Kroll just screams that they are looking to get this game up over 20-25 minutes or so. But it's going to be a difficult situation for them to pull up, as Redix is going to be getting ganked here, getting dropped so low, but will be able to survive. On the other hand, I really do like the team composition of Alliance as well. The Jewel and the the Celeste have such a strong mid-game presence that they have the ability to end the game before it gets too late. Not to mention, it's again this Catherine or the Celeste jungle. I'm gonna be screwing up those two names constantly this game. You can already feel it, but I like their composition because of the fact that they can prevent the Kroll from being able to do too much. You know, one of the biggest counters to Kroll is just hard CC, and they have 3 stuns available on their team.
Exactly.
Not to mention that, you know, they can use those stuns to stop the late game ultimates of Scarf as well. So there's a lot of tools on this Alliance team built specifically to counter the Gamers2 team, so we'll have to see.
Okay, there comes the next skirmish coming up here. Look at me, might fall. Nice Spitfire, and Arden picks up the kill. This is the first blood in the match. Alex Magic escaping through the bottom left, which opens kind of the right side for Gamers2, entering the jungle, but they decide to go back, trying to slow down Alex Magic, but that is not going to happen since Merciless Pursuit was up once again, but he's facing Radix here with the goop and the second kill pick up. Wow, good positioning from Radix, or maybe a meet up by accident, who knows.
Yeah, Redix doing a good job here with his movements around the map. I feel like that one was a little bit of an accident. He was definitely just going to the shop and then making his way back to lane and just happened to see, oh hey, low health Catherine walking directly into me. Well, that's an easy kill to pick up. So Redix getting off to a really good start here, 1-0-1, along with his 27 CS. So having a CS lead as well as a kill and assist lead, that's not the position you want to be in as a Jewel because of, again, that big range versus melee matchup. We talk about it a lot. Usually the range is going to win, but Redix now getting caught a little out of position, but Alex Magic is so low he can't actually contribute, and he's going to use those boots trying to get away, but will be taken out, but takes a kill with him. Alex Magic having to sacrifice himself. Meanwhile though, in the jungle, we did see Gamers2 invading aggressively and picking up the kill, knowing that the Celeste was going to be soloed out there. So Gamers2 coming out with their signature aggression, and almost a little unexpected though, because you typically don't expect massive amounts of invades and aggression to come from a Kroll jungle.
Next fight coming up here, Dark Potato. Dingo maybe staying for too long, and in the end paying here the price. At least Dark Potato, Dingo can escape through the top. Yeah, in the end 400 gold ahead, 2 kills. Dingo having a triple O card here. And Dark Potato going for a double Kinect shield, having Blazing Salvo for 35% plus attack speed, and a Dragon Heart. Of course, your Redix looking for early Eve of Harvest, as it looks now, since he has the energy battery, 2 crystal bits and 1 heavy prism. So we will see about that. Event, of course, here heavily weapon powered. Book of Eulogies was the start. And yeah, the 6 Sins plus the heavy steel might turn into a Sorrow Blade very soon.
Yeah, the triple O card there, not too surprising from Arden, wanting to just stack up bonus health to make the Vanguard make the Vanguard shield as large as possible. But that we saw there, the one sort of downside to making these aggressive jungle plays is the fact that death timers are so short early on that even if you kill the enemy laner and then go into the jungle, they're going to be back so quickly to turn that fight around.
Oh, there comes the rocket leap onto Redix. He can't do anything with that stun comp. If he can escape, that would be surprisingly good, but he's falling, as we can see here. Nothing to do if this triple comp is going at you.
Yeah, using that goop nicely to slow down the enemy team, but of course the slow doesn't matter to the Jewel, who's just gonna rocket leap right onto you, land the stun, and immediately Alliance going for this gold mine. Much better this time around than I feel in the previous game. Although, is it gonna be stolen? No. Nice job to secure that. Dingo coming very close to picking up the steal. So a gold advantage gonna be swinging over to Alliance's side.
Alright, good stuff here from Alliance. Both teams with an interesting comp overall. Whereas that we might see a very interesting second match here. Hopefully turning into a third match. I think this is what everyone wants here. Gamers2, of course, on the edge to the finals. And the final seed here, the winner of the event will fly to Seoul, to South Korea, playing the VIPL here. Not only getting some nice cash, 3 grand it is, would be equally if you registered with 3 guys, 1 grand per player, but of course some teams took the advantage here to register a full roster of 5 people at the moment allowed at VGL. So still a good chunk of money.
Yeah, definitely a lot on the line in this game, and that's why I think the pace of this one has slowed down a bit. Gamers2, they do love being aggressive, but Alliance has just been countering that aggression so incredibly well that I think Gamers2 has kind of realized, we need to slow the pace down instead of constantly trying to make these plays that are, yeah, we're getting the kills, but they're answering extremely well to those plays. So instead of letting them have that advantage, we're just going to slow it down, try and focus a little bit more on just farming, getting objectives, getting gold, because that is where they faltered in the previous game. They were ahead in kills, but fell pretty far behind. Here they go for another big gauntlet play. However, it's going to lock Celeste out, but there's the Jewel finally jumping out once the gauntlet wall is down. Alex Magic gonna go try and get the help of the gold miner, but they just ignore him. Avant is so low on this Jewel, but is putting out some solid damage. Dark Potato will finally pick up that kill, but now the Spectral Smite is available, and he gets the Smite onto Celeste, picking up 2 kills for the team there. Now they're gonna just turn onto the gold mine. Alex Magic needs to be careful. He's gonna throw it on the ultimate, but that's really all that he can do, as they're just going to be able to focus him down. Dingo getting very low because of the gold mine, but they will pick up the kill on that before he falls. It's 168 gold to each member of Gamers2, and just like that, the gold is almost even. Gamers2 starting to turn this one around a bit.
So we see the percentages now change here from the community, and let me quickly talk about them. Very, very interesting that now 53% are going for Alliance and 47, almost a 50-50 here. So Gamers2 having here the backup from the community, almost 50-50, slightly Alliance is ahead here, currently being the crowd favorite, but just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like the community really likes these late game compositions.
Oh, ultimate coming in! And look at me!
From Kroll, and they are going to be diving in. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead!
We are going to be seeing 1 kill picked
wow.
up, a 2nd kill grabbed by Kroll, and it is once again Alex Magic, the only one left alive. Gamers2 is just doing such a good job of ignoring that protector. Catherine really provides a great stun and silence, but that's about it in a fight. Using that shield, it's only effective if you actually put damage onto her, and they're just ignoring her really completely in these fights, going straight onto the 2 carries and it's working out beautifully for them, up to an 8-3 kill lead, and now the gold is finally in their favor.
Very, very well played here from Gamers2, and Dark Potato, of course, having here the upper hand in the fights, picking out the right target, Radix with the right positioning, and Dingo just good gauntlet so far here across the fold, as well as the Vanguard. Now they have to back up since they are taking the gold miner. I think they can't do anything, but he is dropping the gauntlet, forcing the enemy back. He has the minion candy. He is smacking Alex Magic down, and look at Dark Potato. He's catching on him. All 8 stacks applied. He might fall to the smite. I don't know where he was going. Dingo picking up the kill in the end. What a play from Gamers2.
Yeah, Dark Potato actually didn't have enough energy to drop the Spectral Smite, otherwise that would have been a much quicker kill. However, they do still pick it up in the end and protect the gold miner. Great job, Gamers2, playing around the objectives this time around instead of just the hyper-aggression that we usually see from them. So, a good job adapting to the playstyle of Alliance. You know, they recognized that Alliance was going to be able to counter their aggressive playstyle and have just switched up what they were doing instead to say, all right, you're going to build everything around countering the aggressiveness. We're just going to lay off the aggressiveness a bit. I mean, they're still playing aggressively. They're still looking for fights, but it's nowhere near the usual level that they play with.
Yep. So that looks really, really good at the moment for Gamers2. 2,000 gold ahead. Nice dodge here, and revealing Scout Trap from Radix 2. Being a super strong Scarf at the moment. Of course, the 2 core items here finished: Eve of Harvest, Broken Myth.
And gone with that double Iron Guard contract. But what's surprising to me is they have double Iron Guard contract, but they still have Jewel taking some of the CS in the lane. I would expect it to be all going on to or Celeste because of that double Iron Guard contract. But here comes the fight. They got the Kraken. 2 members get out of the gauntlet, but that is going to be Alex Magic stuck inside there. A big red button is going to do almost nothing to Dark Potato as he's just healing. They finally get the stuns to come through, but Alex Magic has fallen. This first turret is going to be focused down. They do have minions there to work on that turret's health before Kraken even arrives. And this could be very, very big for Gamers2. As Dingo is a little bit low, but he's the Arden on the Protector. They don't really care if he's dropped low. It's all about Dark Potato and Dingo. Or sorry, Dark Potato and Redix.
Yep.
I just said that Dingo's the one they don't have to worry about. But they are going to just burn through this turret so quickly with Scarf, with Kraken, and Krull. That is such a strong turret-taking team. Alex Magic going to try and stall them out as best they can, while the rest of the team takes out the Kraken. So they will be giving up the kill. Great job by Alex, though, sacrificing himself, being enough of a distraction for his teammates to take out the Kraken before it can do any additional damage.
Alright, just back here refreshing the stream. Hopefully everyone did, since we had a very, very quick time here being I don't know what happened, but everything should be good from our end. And the game is just in full progress. The Kraken here defeated from Alliance, and Gamers2 having just a very, very good run here in the second match. And yeah, maybe we'll see a third, and a so-called comeback is possible, at least for now, if they go to the finals. The winner of this matchup will face the winner from the next matchup, which is Rat versus Angry Pandas.
Yeah, and you know, a 5k gold lead. This is pretty much the exact kind of lead that Alliance had over Gamers2 in the first game of this match. So it really does seem like this 5k lead is kind of the magic point to be at the 17 to 20 minute mark.
Yep.
This Gamers2 really looking to suffocate their opponents out now. Really, Alliance hasn't been able to leave their base since the 15-minute mark. They've just kind of been stuck in there, and again, the jungle being taken by Gamers2, completely starving them away from that. Krull has been such a strong pick in this semifinal now. I wouldn't be surprised to see both teams actually pick him up for a game 3, assuming we go there. which it's definitely looking like we will be, as long as Gamers2 plays this out properly, which there's not much keeping them from doing so. I'm a little surprised they haven't gone to grab those minion mines just yet. Might be waiting to get closer to the Kraken respawn for those, but just make it more difficult for Alliance to clear out these minions. It just makes your pushing life a lot easier, as now they're putting some pressure on. Again, really just all in the name of keeping Alliance stuck in their base.
So they really make Alliance stall here in the base as said, and not touching the minion mines, which is a very smart way to just keep them kind of forced in that spot. In the meantime,
Saw Redix connect with one Spitfire there onto, look at me, chunked out half of his health.
Wow.
So a lot of damage coming from this 3-item scarf.
Alright, now going back, clearing again the jungle. Redix now super deadly. Now they go for the minion miner. Very interesting to all kind of open up here the way to the Kraken, but in the same time trying to force Alliance going back by taking both minion miners on the left and on the right at the same time. So that tactic seems very good to me, and now they may pick up Alex Magic here, the supporter, very, very fast, and Kraken is just following after. It can be the final push for Gamers2.
Yeah, and exactly what I thought they would do. As soon as Kraken respawned, they went and took both minion mines. It forces Alliance to have to again go and play defensively, because if they tried to, fight the Kraken, they could just Gamers2 could have just stalled it out and just held them in that jungle area and let the minions push in. But instead, they pick up the Kraken, they go for the fight, they pick up one kill. Celeste with the Solar Storm, it gets blocked nicely. There's the Dragon's Breath. Not really doing a whole lot, but with these 2 turrets up, they are gonna have to back off, just wait for Kraken to come in. Of course, they are gonna have those very strong minions making their way into the base as well. Alex Magic has respawned, but not a whole lot he's going to be able to do. They just instantly turn their attention onto him. Meanwhile, Redix and Scarf moving in towards the turrets. This should be the game for Gamers2, and we should be going to a Game 3. The first turret is down. The Kraken's working on the second one, and I just do not see them being able to defend this. Kraken is just way too healthy.
I totally agree here. Well played from Gamers2, making Alliance stall in their own base, and at the first turret, or the last turret, it was for several minutes there. Well done! The third match, ladies and gentlemen, coming up here before we will see another semi-final, and everyone is waiting to see the third match, where we have to say this again, everything is open. It's a so-called blind pick. Everything is free and available, and I think Rona will definitely be taken once, if not twice. What do you think about that, Tasty Bacon? Rona, possible pick here for both teams, or?
I'm not sure, because both teams have now won very decisively with the Kroll pick. And I mean, we did see both Kroll and Rona coming out of Alliance in Game 1, but I don't think that you can do that in a blind pick situation. So I'm definitely expecting double Krolls. I mean, I think if they do go for the Rona, it will be in